I am healthy. What a wonderful affirmation. We should do this several times a day. Let's talk on the law of assumption. And there are so many affirmations that we can do. We have so many desires. But I think the most important one is our health. What will all the millions, your houses, your companies bring you for a pleasure? And normally, when we are healthy, we have no complaint. Everything seems so normal. And we think our body is a healing machine. And our body is a healing machine. But sometimes a machine needs good software. This is what we have here. When the software works good, the machine works good. The machine doesn't make it on its own. And therefore, let's focus in this video on the, for me, most important affirmation ever. Because when we are healthy, we can enjoy the world in all its details. And even when we just catch a flu, this is not a big disease, but life isn't as before. The law of assumption gives us so many chances for affirmations, for assumptions, for our auto-suggestions. When I wake up in the morning, I make my assumptions. And one of them is, I am healthy. And during the day, when you find yourself scrolling through social media, you can say, no. I open my folder with my affirmations in your cell phone. You always have it with you. And then you say, why should I follow all the crap from other people? Why wouldn't I focus on the good for me, on my assumptions, my affirmations? And when you don't have a lot of time, just read them 3, 4, 5 times. Let this become a habit. When you are waiting for the bus or the train, get your cell phone and read your assumptions. And the most important one, therefore I wrote it right at the beginning. I am healthy. This is the program that we activate in our awareness. And when it's activated, we broadcast it to our subconscious. Just a trigger to our subconscious. Don't forget, I am healthy. It will do the rest. And any assumption works like this. We think it in repetition, then it is broadcasted to our subconscious, and the subconscious says, okay, this is my clear direction. I will care for this. And the effect always is time delayed. But this is no problem, because when you are healthy now, you also want to be healthy later. It's just like putting money on your bank account. When you always put money on your bank account, you always have money. When you always put I am healing energy first in your awareness, then in your subconscious, then you can continue with healing energy. Therefore, it makes sense, even when you feel completely healthy, stay in this mood. I am healthy. This makes you healthy later and later, and you continue healthy. Isn't this the best investment for everything? And mostly, when we are healthy, we forget it. We take it for granted. It's so normal. But it's not normal. Yes, we are a healing machine. But only when the machine continues making everything right. When we breathe correctly, when we have enough sleep, when we have the right food. Oh, before I said food, I should have said water. Breathing, most important. Water, and only later. Sleep is more important than food. We can stay a lot of time without eating. I make this often when I make my water fast. But I don't want to pass a night without sleep. Imagine 2 nights without sleep, or even 3 nights without sleep. We become crazy. And I think it's worth to repeat it again. First, the right breathing, enough water, enough sleep. Only later comes food and staying online. I am healthy. It costs you nothing. Instead of scrolling through social media, you just say to yourself, I am healthy. You activate these thoughts in your awareness. And isn't this wonderful? It is not complicated. I am healthy. I am healthy. I am healthy. It's not complicated. 3 words to remind our awareness of our wanted, of our desired direction. And then it is broadcasted to our subconscious, and it will do the rest. Our subconscious has contact to all our cells, nerve cells, muscle cells, bone cells. Seems strange, bone cells. But when we break our bones, they will be glued together. There's a lot of chemistry working in our body. And how our body does this, it's hard to understand. But it's always good to give the reminder, I am healthy. When you're riding on the street, instead of making your non-beneficial self-talk, just repeat your assumptions. I am is already wonderful. Remember, before God made anything, He said, I am. This is the creative energy before any creation. Even when you say, I am, you tap in the most powerful energy that exists. And when we say, I am healthy, this is just another choice. I am is already perfect. Then you can say, I am healthy. Later you can say, I am rich. Or if you want, I am famous. I am popular. With what? I am a famous YouTuber. I am a famous lawyer. I am a loving person. I am is already good. And what you put after, you make your choice. And then just comes the repetition. And when you speak or when you think these small sentences, make them small, short. Believe in what you're thinking. Let this be true for you. And even if you're not healthy at the moment, you can say, I am healthy. Because when you create this in the now, this will happen time delayed. And this is what we want. And I know it seems strange. If you're not healthy, you're saying, I am healthy. But this is your goal. This is where you want to come back. And many people do the contrary. They say, I'm not healthy. And they explain themselves why they are not healthy. Because this is real, this is fact. And when we put our energy in this, we will prolong this situation. This is not what you want to be. You want to become healthy again. And the only moment where we can create health is the now. The now is the moment where we can take decisions. And when you want to be healthy forever, then you have to be healthy now. Therefore, our assumption, I am healthy. No matter what the reality is. But this is your end result. And the law of assumption says, be what you want to be now. And there is only the now. The law of assumption says, there's no past. There's no future. These are just stories that we tell ourselves in another now. Does this mean we are ignoring reality? No. Imagine you don't have a house, but you want a house. You would never say, I don't have a house, so I will never have a house. No, you say, I don't have a house, but I want a house. The house is already present in my imagination. And then we start focusing more on it. And the same goes with any other assumption. In this case, health. I am healthy, even if I'm not healthy right now. But this is the state where I want to find myself again, as soon as possible. So I hope I invited you once again to formulate your assumptions, to think or speak your affirmations for this, what you want to be. Thank you very much for listening. Here's a lot of good stuff on the law of assumption.